The project we're doing today is from one of my favorite artists. I've liked him for a long time, MC Escher. I got this book, I don't know, maybe 1990, sometime around there. He has a lot of interesting pieces that he's done, and the camera's fixed and it's zoomed in pretty far, so that's why it's so close, but you still get an idea of the kind of work he does. A lot of um, geometric stuff. This is one of his most popular ones. That's a self-portrait there of him holding a sphere and drawing the reflection and how the light curves around. This one here, you can see it's two pyramids, and each has a different texture. Not a texture, but a different um, what do you call it? Different properties to each one. Here's another famous one. Hands drawing hands. You can see he's got a lot of really interesting pieces. Very complicated and very complex. And here's the one what I thought would be fun to draw. This one's called Belvedere, he titled it. That's the whole painting picture there. And you can see the ladder is on the inside of the structure there, and at the top it leads to the outside, but there at the bottom you can see the cube that we'll be drawing. And here's another one that's really interesting. The stairs are always going up and down at the same time. Really cool. So to do it, you start with a basic cube now, as if you're doing a 3D cube. And I'm cleaning it up with a T-square, some straight edges, a lot of parallel lines. So the T-square really helps. You don't have to have one if you don't. You don't have to use one if you don't have one. And right angle helps as well. So you can see it's just a regular cube. And then you draw the top of the cube. Make sure the lines are parallel, it really helps. And then you draw the bottom of the cube as well, as if you could see both sides at the same time, the top and the bottom. And then you draw a hole on the top, as if it's, an empty box. And the same thing, mirror image at the bottom, as if you could see both sides at the same time. And this is a piece that will get pretty complicated until you hit a certain point, and then it's very easy. So your brain's going to hurt while you're drawing it, and you're going to want to quit or wonder, what in the world did I make? Excuse me, some mistakes or something. But you'll if you just keep on with it, it'll take shape. So then you start to draw the sides hollow as well, as if you can see through them, and slowly start connecting the lines. I'll include a link to a PDF that you could download and print to help you out in drawing this. So I have each edge of the structure is about a ½ centimeter is what I decided to use. So they're all the same width. You can see it looks done, but it's not. There's a few more little things that you'll have to do. Once you start shading it, you might notice that, hey, I messed up, I didn't complete something here. So you can see there it needs a few extra lines. Alright, and now it's done, so you can start shading it in. And it's important to shade it correctly to pull off the effect. It's easy to shade the wrong part, so I'm doing a 3-tone shade here. Basically dark shading, medium shading, and then light, which is no shading at all. And I'll just clean up all the lines with a fine line marker. Helps make everything pop out. And there you go. I hope you've had fun watching this, and if you want to follow along and try it yourself, you can, again, in the description, you can click on the link to download a page. It'll walk you through it.